Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Big Boss Man D-Lo, comedian, singer, aka the Angry Father, and I'm here proudly to introduce you to Jammin' Music Man. Enjoy.
Bodyguard. What the hell is the conspiracy all about? Is it because we're so much better looking than all these bimbos out there? But you know, it really doesn't matter, because I'll tell you why. The payback is coming, baby, and the payback is going to be hell, and it's going to be one big surprise. And I'm talking all these bitches.
To take pictures. To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else in the leprechaun say yeah?
This is private, with you and I. Touch my body, put me on the floor, wrestle me around, play with some more. Touch my body.
Damn it, what's wrong with this remote? The hell? Pork chop, have you been eating on the remote? What about you, Gladys? No? Oh, hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Jammin' Music Man, and here it is. I'm finally doing my new Q&A video. It's been like a year since I've done one of these type videos, and doing these type videos, they're always fun to me, and I want to send a special thanks to everybody who sent me a question. Of course, I'm going to give each and every one of you a shout out. But enough of the chit chat. Let's get this video started. But before I start answering your questions, I gotta get me a swig of some peace tea. This is probably my favorite peace tea, snowberry tea. Maybe some of you like drinking these, but I love them. But I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start with the questions that's on the bottom and work my way up. But my first question comes from my home dog, Brandon Burns. He's been one of my long-time viewers here on my channel. Special shout out to Brandon Burns. I know earlier this year he won my DVD giveaway contest where I gave away the Best of Goku. He was the winner of that, and he's been watching my videos for, many years now. But hopefully you guys will go subscribe to Brandon. But Brandon's question is hey James, I got a question. When are you going to do another giveaway contest? Oh yeah, Brandon, I would like to do another one. I would like to do one before the end of 2016. I thought about maybe giving away Batman vs. Superman, or the new Ninja Turtles, or the new X-Men, or Captain America, one of those movies. But hopefully I can do another DVD giveaway contest before the year's out. But Brandon, thanks for your question, buddy. Big thumbs up and a shout out to you, man. Next question comes from another old friend of mine here on YouTube, Reese Beck. Reese Beck, he makes some cool videos. Like I said, he's been one of my long-time friends here on YouTube. But he's got quite a few questions for me. Reese asked, who do you see going into the WWE Hall of Fame this year? Who would you want to play as you in a bio movie? Any movies in 2017 you are most looking forward to? Who would you like me to wrestle against at WrestleMania, and what kind of match? Okay, alright. Well, who do I want to see going to the Hall of Fame this year? I would like to see the British Bulldog. You know, I've always liked British Bulldog. And of course I would like to see Owen Hart going to the Hall of Fame. But Owen's widow, you know, she's got problems with the WWE after what happened with Owen Hart. But I would definitely like to see those two guys go into the Hall of Fame. And his next question, who would you want to play as you in a bio movie? Whoever the latest teen heartthrob is, I guess. I guess I'll go with Ryan Gosling. He can play me, or Brad Pitt. Somebody like that, I guess. any movies in 2017 you are most looking forward to. I would like, or I saw a trailer the other day that has Lucas from Netflix. He's going to be in a TV movie that's coming out next year. It's going to be a bio movie on New Edition. New Edition, one of my all-time favorite R&B groups. And, you know, New Edition were big like back in the 80s. And, you know, they were around back in the 90s. But I'm looking forward to watching that. Who would you like me to wrestle against at WrestleMania? Well, Reese, I mean, I don't know. Who do you got beef with, Reese? Let's go with Reese Beck taking on the Big Show, and I'll be the special guest referee. How about that? But Reese, shout out to you, buddy. Go subscribe to Reese Beck, one of my old-time friends here on YouTube. But thanks for your question, Reese. Next question comes from my home dog, JR from the Flit Club. Flit Club 2 Sweets. And I guess you could say I'm an honorary member of the Flit Club. But the Flit Club basically consists of JR, Big Boss Man D-Lo, his son, and a couple other folks. But JR, he's one of my buddies here on here. And he writes, Jammin' Music Man, how are you, bro? Who would you like to see in WWE? Well, I'm good, JR. At the moment, I'm currently good. It's early October, and it's still hot as hell down here in Georgia. Who would I like to see in WWE? I would like to see Kenny Omega. I like Kenny Omega. Young Bucks. I would like to see the real Bullet Club in the WWE. Great Muta. Great Muta. I would like to see him. I think Great Muta, he would be one I would like to see going to the Hall of Fame. He definitely is one of my all-time favorite Japanese wrestlers, the Great Muta. But I would like to see, you know, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks come to the Jay Lethal. I would like to see. You know, there's some good talent, you know, in Ring of Honor and New Japan I'd like to see. But thanks for your question, JR. Flit Club for life. Let's see. Next question comes from my homegirl, Luna Meow from the Wet Movie 1 crew. For all you Wet Movie 1 fans, just want to give a little shout out to Luna. And Luna, I know I asked you if you would do an intro video for my channel. And, you know, just, hey, no rush. You can get with me whenever you want to. That's fine with me. But just don't feel rushed. But Luna wants to know who's my favorite bands. Do you believe in ghosts? If you could be in any movie, which would it be? And what do you think of Corey Feldman's music? My favorite bands, Oasis, The Smiths, Stone Roses. I like Metallica, Iron Maiden, Motorhead. I like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. I mean, I could just go on and on with that question. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes, I do believe in spirits. And actually, I live next door to an old cemetery. And I would like to know, Luna, if you're watching, what is that app you downloaded on your cell phone? That app that you use when you go ghost hunting. I would like to have that. Just if you're watching, let me know what the name of that app is. And if you could be in any movie, which would it be? I would probably be Marty McFly from Back to the Future. What do you think of Corey Feldman's music? I haven't heard any of his music, but I've heard people, or I've seen people talk about it, like on Twitter and stuff, so I really can't say, but from what I hear, everybody's wondering, like, what the hell is he doing, so I don't know. But Luna, thank you for your questions. Everybody go subscribe to Luna Meow. Oh, and Luna, just wanted to show you, this is my acoustic Martin guitar, because I know you've been playing guitars on your channel, but this is my Martin. I hope you're able to see, but I'll just play you just a little bit. by Oasis. But Luna, thank you for your question, and big shout out to you, girl. Next question comes from my home dog, Brandon Burns, yet again, and Brandon wants to know, hey James, did you ever went to a WWF, WCW, or ECW wrestling match in Georgia when you were a kid, and was it on TV? I have been to a WWE show back in 2012, but it didn't air on TV. I never went to an ECW show, but I did go see WCW twice. Once in 95, and I went to a Monday Nitro episode in 96. But the Monday Nitro episode, you know, it was live on Nitro, but we had we had the cheap seat, so I highly doubt you could see me. But in 95, I saw WCW in Macon, the Macon Coliseum. That actually did air on TV. It was on an episode of WCW Pro and WCW Main Event. The main events for that show were Sting, who was the U.S. champ. He took on Ming, and then I want to say Harlem Heat took on Bunkhouse Buck and Dirty Dick Slater, or it was Harlem Heat against the Nasty Boys. But I know that show did air on those WCW programs. So yeah, and there's a channel that I subscribe to here on YouTube, and this guy, he's all the time uploading like old WCW shows from like 95, around that time. And if he ever uploads that episode, I'll let you guys know, because I definitely remember seeing me and my dad on TV that time. So hey, just stay tuned for that. But thanks for your question, Brandon. Next question comes from my home dog, Big Boss Man D-Lo. Shout out to Big Boss Man D-Lo. Thank you for the intro video, buddy. Big Boss Man, he's asking, thanks for putting in my introduction for you, brother. Who do you want to be our president for the next 4 years? This is a tough one. This is a real tough one. I mean, you got Hillary Clinton, and then you got Donald Trump. Yeah. Well, I'll say this about during the primaries or whatever. Hillary, she only beat what? Bernie Sanders and two other guys nobody can even remember now. So she really didn't have that much competition. But Donald Trump, a man who has never held a political, he's never held any sort of political office in his life, beat out 17 other career politicians on the Republican side. I mean, for that, I mean, that's kind of like, you know, it's kind of crazy that he did that, but, you know, it's kind of funny to think just 4 years ago when he was talking about running, everybody laughed it off, but 2016, he basically just burnt the Republican House down. I mean, but does he have a chance? I mean, I will say sure he has a chance, but if I had to make a choice between the two, I'll probably have to say Donald Trump. There's just, I don't know about Hillary. I just don't know about her. But, you know, everybody, when Ronald Reagan ran for president, everybody thought that he was going to start World War III and start a nuclear war with Russia, but, you know, he turned out to be one of the best presidents we ever had. But, I mean, you know, if Donald does win, you know, hey, you know, give the guy a chance. If not, get his ass out. But thanks for your question, Big Boss Man. Next question comes from Rowdy Ruffman. Brandon Burns, he's Rowdy Ruffman. He actually has 2 YouTube channels. And Rowdy Ruffman, he asked, hey James, did you ever watch Elvira when you were a kid, and do you think she's still sexy? I remember her as a kid, but I don't remember watching her show. But I remember maybe about 5 or 6 years ago on one of the Atlanta channels on Saturday nights around, I think it was around 11 o'clock, Elvira's Movie Macabre program would come on, and she would air like really bad horror B movies. But I remember watching her during that time, which was just a couple years ago. And do you think she's still sexy? I mean, she's probably about 50 years old now, but yeah, she still looks great. She's a good looking woman. But thanks for your question, Rowdy Ruffman. Next question again comes from Brandon Burns. I have another question. When are you going to grow your hair long again? That's a good question. I mean, the main reason why I cut it short was to help me get a job, look clean. I wanted to look clean cut to get me a new job, so I would like to have it long again. Rowdy Ruffman asks again, hey James, what country would you like to visit the most? I would like to visit one day England. I've always wanted to go over there. I've always, liked, British music and, British movies and stuff like that. So I would like to go to England, but I would also like to go to Australia one day and, Japan, the Bahamas. But I would have to say on the top of my bucket list, I would like to go to England. But shout out to Rowdy Ruffman though. And next question comes from another of the Wet Movie One crew, Diana Beth. You might remember Diana Beth from Wet Movie One's channel years ago. The name of her YouTube channel is Diana12367. Diana12367 Able, ABLE. Shout out to Diana Beth. You're my home girl, and thank you for always leaving me comments, Diana Beth. And I'll be sure to always send you a Christmas card come Christmas time. But Diana Beth's question is, what is your favorite song and movie? My favorite song, man, there's so many songs that I love. And my favorite movie, I think I might have said this in one of my last Q&As. My favorite movie was Scarface, but this time around, I'm going to go with Back to the Future. I love that movie. And Ghostbusters. Two of my favorites. But my favorite song, man, that's a tough one for me. I'm going to go with When You Say Nothing at All by Keith Whitley. That's one of my all-time favorites. But thank you for your question, Diana Beth. And next question comes from my home dog, DBag0584. He's one of my longtime viewers here. He wants to know, what kind of music was your old man into, and did this influence your music preference? Keep up the entertaining videos, Jamming Music Man. Well, thank you, D-Bag. The music that my dad was in, I mean, he was, of course he was born in the 50s, and, he was a teen in the 60s, and, he liked 60s and 70s, and some music from the 80s and some music from the 90s. But, I mean, he liked everything from the Eagles, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Steve Earle, the band. One of my dad's favorite music movies was The Last Waltz, which was directed by Martin Scorsese, and basically it's the last concert film for the band, because the band were breaking up. This was their last show, but my dad loved The Last Waltz, and I liked it too. And he was also one of my early music memories with my dad was watching the Eagles' Hell Freezes Over concert. And I remember I got the Hell Freezes Over concert on cassette for Christmas that year. So that had to been like 94. But and did this influence your music preference? Did this influence your music preference? I would probably say yeah. I'm very diverse with my music. I like a lot of certain bands from a lot of different genres. So yeah, but thank you for your question, DBag0584. Go subscribe to them. And the last question comes from the first ever YouTube friend I ever had, FZappa20, aka Kevin here on YouTube. When I first started doing my YouTube channels, when I first started doing my YouTube videos, He was one of my first friends on here, and I know F Zappa 20. He recently passed 5,000 subscribers on his channel, so big thumbs up to you, Kevin. Keep doing your thing. And if you like the band Fish, if you like Ohio State football, if you like Walking Dead episode reviews and Stranger Things episode reviews and a whole lot of craziness, you like F Zappa 20. But Kevin, if you're watching, hook a brother up with a Chopper shirt. You know I'll wear that shit, so hey, hook me up, man. But F Zappa 20's question is, do you like Quentin Tarantino movies, and do you remember where you were the first time you saw Pulp Fiction? Man, yeah, I love Quentin Tarantino movies. Like, I love Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction. Those are my favorite too. And I like the Django Unchained, Jackie Brown I liked, and Inglourious Bastards. I'm sorry, my throat's getting real dry. Okay. Yeah, I love, Inglourious Bastards, the Grindhouse movies. And there was one movie I never did see by Quentin Tarantino, and that was True Romance. I don't know if he wrote that movie or directed it, but I've had people tell me you need to watch that. But Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, those are my favorites. And do you remember where you were the first time you saw Pulp Fiction? I want to say the first time I saw it was I want to say maybe my dad might have rented it from the video store, and that was the first time I watched it, because when it came out, everybody was talking about it, and it was, one of the most unique movies of its time back in the early 90s. But Pulp Fiction, without a doubt, it's a classic. But F Zappa 20, thank you for your question, buddy. One of my longtime friends, and of course, hook me up with a Chomper shirt, buddy, and I will definitely wear it in my video. But I want to send a special thank you to everybody who left me a question. Be sure to leave me a comment and subscribe. And I want to tell you guys, if you've been watching my Stranger Things episode reviews, I recently discovered Stranger Things. They actually film not where I live, but in a town not too far from where I live, and I plan on doing a Stranger Things filming location video for you guys. And I want to say the town of Hawkins in Stranger Things, it's actually here in Georgia, in a town not too far. And if you saw the episode where Eleven went to that grocery store it's not too far from where I live. So hopefully here real soon I can do that video for you guys. But guys, thanks for doing this. Special shout out to everybody. I'm Jammin' Music Man. Keep watching my videos, keep subscribing, and I will see you guys next time.